Afternoon, everyone.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Sir?
Yes, please. What's up?
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon to you, son. How are you doing? All
Really
right, it's
fine, sir.
now.
How are you?
Okay. Tired, but what to do? All right, it's time now for us to begin. I was giving you a few minutes to get in. Get a cup of tea. I don't get my cup of tea yet, but soon I'll go and put it on. I gave you homework. Did you all do my homework?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good job. Um, is there anyone in the class that had a difficulty with the homework?
In that
Okay.
sense, sorry, yeah.
All right. I appreciate your honesty because more you alone here, I do have homework problem and then no one talking. So God then bless you because you also help. Hear me out. Um,
Sir,
yes, please.
one local announcement. Richard won't be here for class during she have to leave work very late in the night, so she won't be able to attend.
Okay. Thank you for the notification. All right. A quick housekeeping matter. Mm, has everyone completed the registration process?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
No, sir.
You mean for the school?
Yeah, I'm selecting Calculus one as one of your courses. Have we done it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I selected it, sir, just sorting out the payment part.
Okay, good. All right. So um about 2 weeks ago, something was brought to my attention, and I had a conversation with Mrs. Campbell about it, and had a conversation with the student. And recently, something came to the fore again, something of a similar nature. So today was a rough day for me. I had a meeting from 8:30 right up until about 12-ish, and then I jumped into another meeting at 1 o'clock. And thereafter, I'm trying to mark some papers and the works. But guess what? On the weekend, I need to check your registration. And for those of you who I need to have a conversation with, you will hear me speak with you on the weekend. Worst case scenario, if I don't get through to everybody on the weekend, I will speak to you on Monday. But for now, let us forget about everything else and focus on calculus one. All right. Hmm. Um, all right. So first thing first, I'm not going to beat up anybody for not completing my homework. All I'm going to say is when the homework is given, it must be done. That's how we're going to learn. I'm not going to have enough time to go through lots of things, and lots of things you'd have to do on your own. But with that said, let's see if we can get a start. The question says, to evaluate the limit as x tends to 2 of x plus 1 over x minus 1. And we're using the intuitive approach. We're using the intuitive approach. So if I look at the left-hand side, before I do that, I'm going to draw my number line. And it says 2. After 2, then I have 3. Then I have 4. To this side, I have 1. And on this, I have 0. Tell me if you agree with that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
2 is who I'm interested in. That means I have to come from this side to get close to 2. That side we'll call the right-hand side. I have to come from this side to get close to 2. That I'm going to call the left-hand side. So let us investigate the left-hand side. Give me a value close enough to 2, starting from the left.
1.9.
All right, good job. Anything closer?
1.99, 1.999, 1.99999.
All right, good job. From the right-hand side,
2.8.
2.8,
2.1.
2.1, okay. Then,
Oh, sorry, may I get the answer? Yeah,
2.01.
1.
2.001.
2.001.
good. Excellent. Now, let me ask you a question. This example I normally use when I'm doing in an area in calculus 2, but I'm going to answer the question now. In a different context. Here are the context that I'm using. And I want to give you a real life context because I want to be able to identify with it. Anybody remember, maybe, I think this was in COVID, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe about 3 years ago. I think it's 3, I don't think it's 2. I think about 3 years ago. 2 to 3 years ago. There was a shootout by YMCA along Trafalgar Road. Yes? No?
Yes, sir. Well, there's some big scene out of main road, so.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of you don't remember it?
Of course, it's a
No,
big
sir.
thing.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
And then now one of the policemen was hiding behind a car, and them
Oh,
mock
meme.
him for, make a meme out of him. Very good. So you know what I'm talking about. By the time the video dropped to blow out, serious meme come over the police officer. But them don't know, so the policeman have a family too, and him have to take care of him life. All right, what's the point I'm making? Anybody got the background to what happened?
Something Yeah, was a let us robbery, no, a sir. few seconds No, ago. What
Yeah,
happened,
robbery
sir?
where? Where?
Right at Devon House right here, sir. So on the main road at Devon House.
Or that's where the robbery was?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I was told that the robbery was somewhere else, but that's fine. We're going to use your story. So, in relating that situation, let me tell you what happened. Somebody got robbed. The police were alerted. And the police stations and those on patrol nearby, I'm going to use the word, converged close to the origination of the crime. So the New Kingston Police Post hear of a crime at Devon House. Them can drive up New Kingston, and I'm going to turn down on Trafalgar. Because I'm going to say, boy, by the time the incident occurred, them can't reach Portmore. And then what will happen now is that the Havre police station will say, okay, fine. What if the man decides, saying, they're going to drive and turn down on Hope Road? The Havre police people, them are going to come up Hope Road from the clock and converge on the robbers. What if they decide to go the other side, Constant Spring police station, will come down? What if they decide to go up a Hope Road? Matilda's Corner police station is going to come down. So there is something within the police force that they do a dragnet so as to be able to converge on their people. Now, if everybody is coming in on the zone and them have the bolo, be on the lookout for a red BMW X6. Any red car them see, they're going to stop it. And when they come out, about 1 million policemen come out. So if you have your little gun inside them, and you think say you can shoot all of the million policemen, better give up yourself, because you know you're going to dead anyway. That's exactly what is happening right here. I'm using 2 as my point. I am not going to 2. I'm only going close to 2 from both the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So very nice to know that going from the left-hand side, approaching 2, you're going to be at 1.9, not 1.5. 1.5 is too far. 1.5 is like asking the Portmore police station to 100 man for get involved in that search. It's a waste. Because by the time 100 man come across Causeway and reach, the man would all reach Stony Hill. Are you seeing the point I'm making?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So we won't start at 1.5 because I know the question is mingling in some people's head. Why we have to start at 1.9? We couldn't start at 1.8 or 1.6. Sir, oh, you know, say 1.9 because we want to start off it as close as possible because you don't know. They may put a bag over somebody's we call it face, and the person has 5 minutes of air left inside of that bag in the trunk. The longer it takes is the more severe the situation can work out. Still trying to do this thing the shortest possible time. So therefore, my first intuition is going to be 1.9. My second intuition is going to be 1.99. So, sir, are you saying to us then that if we start at 1.8, we're not going to get the answer? Yeah, you'll get it. But it's going to take a long time for you to get it. Because what is going to happen is that the limit is not going to be converging to a particular number. It's going to move all over the place. And then you are going to say to yourself, yo, this is not of a good behavior at all because it'll jump up and down. But in fact, you didn't start at the right place. You watch some movies and police are run down thief, take off his shirt and walk right beside the policeman and police know say the thief him. Because him change him clothes so quick. And police are walk shoulder to shoulder and don't even know say it's him. So we want to get as close as possible to the number. So we are going to start very close, 1.9. And we're going to get closer, not 1.1. The closest after 1.9 is going to be 1.99. Can I get closer? Yeah, 1.98. No, 1.99 is closer. And then 1.999, 1.9999, and we go on and on. Now, guess what? You'll normally see me do the question in about 4-point calculations. Because by the time I reach the second or the third calculation, you can see exactly where the calculations are going. So let's go. Let us try that one. when it is 1.9, 1.9 plus 1 divided by 1.9 minus 1 equals
3.2.
3.2.
I also want 2.9 divided by 0.9.
What's the other one?
Sir, could you repeat the question?
I'm now substituting my 1.9 into the function. So it's going to be 1.9 plus 1 divided by 1.9 minus 1.
Yes. That will be equal to 2.9 divided by 0.9 equals 3.2.
The second one is also 3.2.
No, that's the second one going to be 3.0.
3.02. 3.02.
I didn't really put the 2 in it because it doesn't change the value. So I just put the 3.0.
Yeah, but you see, it really doesn't change the value, but I'm going to go back to my story. If you said to me, say, the man jumped into a car when he kidnapped the little girl, and I say to you, what kind of car? I don't know. Are you of any help to the police officer thereafter?
No.
No. So if I go to somebody and say, say, it's a whitish looking car. That is even of greater help because white could be white, it could be cream, it could be light silver. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
And then now, if you give me more information, say, it's definitely a Toyota. How do you know? Because of the Pro Box them. You're giving the police officers even more information. What's the point I'm making? When you round off so quickly and give me 3.0 for the first one, or 3.2 rather for the first one, I am not seeing what is happening with the answer.
Second one.
I'm not seeing what is happening with the second one, and then I want to see what happened with the third one in order to draw a conclusion. So do me a favor.
Okay.
Give me a next decimal point to the first one. 3.2 what?
It's 2.2.
3.22. So what's the point? Don't run off too quickly, because you're not going to see what is happening. When it's 1.999, what is it?
So, sir, how many decimal points we should stop at?
You don't, and that's what I'm saying. It's like you cooking curry chicken, and you're going to ask me how much curry you're supposed to put on it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me explain what I mean by that. Go ahead.
Sir, are you saying that it's dependent on us to determine how many decimal places?
Yes, but I wouldn't use one. I personally wouldn't use two. I would go to either 3 or 4 decimal places.
Okay.
It's just like somebody eat them curry chicken, but them if the curry chicken look white, they will eat it. I'm not like that. My curry, if I curry me, I eat a curry I want. No one for curry. Yes, Kyle, go ahead.
Sir, not to go backtrack, sir, but I'm not understanding how you get the 3.2. If you can explain that part quickly, please.
All right. I was gonna ask a question earlier, but maybe this is a point to ask the question. How many of you have a calculator in class now?
I do.
I do.
I'm not talking about a phone, and I'm talking about a good calculator.
Yes,
I have
sir.
a calculator, but it's not with me now.
Okay.
But sir, I just plug it in a work what can I put it? In the formula and just work it out straight out of that. If I get what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, I get what you're saying. Let's put everything one time and just work it out.
Yeah. And then I
what you
check, then I use the calculator to see if it's right.
Yeah, man, that's fine. That's fine. And you get the 3.22, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Guys, they need your calculators. All we're doing, Kyle, is anywhere in the function I see x, I'm putting 1.9. So that now becomes 1.9 plus 1 over 1.9 minus 1. And then I just evaluate that. I just evaluate that. 1.9 in the calculator, minus plus 1, and then 1.9 minus 1. Answer your Kyle?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Any
I'm
other
actually
questions?
doing it right now, so
Okay.
I'll make
I'll
sure.
wait on you. I'll wait on you. Very important, guys. You need to have your calculators to know how to use your calculators. I will deliberately teach you how to use your calculators in class. Don't come to class with a cell phone. Can't carry a cell phone in the exam.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Good job. And then now we're doing the same for the other two questions. 1.999, answer is
3.002. 002.
and I can guarantee that the number, but after that is another 2, don't?
It's more.
Zero. Well, it
No,
was
it's
more.
002
It was
again.
zero. Yeah, it was another
There's 2
002.
more 0 and a 2 and then continue with the 2
No.
0 and 4.
No. I'm talking about the third one. What was it, 3.0022?
No. The third one?
Yeah. If I'm using 4 decimal places, what is the answer?
So I only stop
That's
at.
what I was saying. It wasn't, it's not a 2 that came after, it was another 0.
No, it was another 0.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm
Another
asking.
0. Yeah.
Another 0. Good job.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, that would it say. 0,
Oh.
0, 2, 0, 0, 2.
No, it's when
02.
it says it's when it says 0. I thought it's a 0 inside you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Right. So if I didn't hear 0 at the end, I didn't hear that. So that's why I said to you, no, not the fourth one, the third one, because I can tell you that the third answer is going to be 3.0002, don't it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
so when
yeah.
So when you answered me before, I said the 0. I heard the 0, you know, but I thought you were giving me the answer in here because I know another 0 was going to turn up right here.
Mm.
Follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So this limit is approaching what number?
3.
3.
Good job.
3.
No, let me just show you something. Don't this one was far off. Somebody talk to me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it get closer because you see the pattern approaching 3.
Absolutely. So somebody may say, no man, you're lucky, man, because 1.9 close to 2, man. But look at the value, was 3.22. Far off. But somebody who came in closer as a 1.9999 came down to 3.0002, which is really 3. And I can guarantee you, if I put in 1.9999 and another 9, I'm going to end up with 3.00002. Can anybody see a pattern right here?
Yes, sir.
What pattern is seeing?
I'm seeing that the closer you get, the 0 behind the point increases.
Okay, very good observation. When it's 2.1, what do I get? If the rest of you not following me, it is your responsibility to say, sir, I'm not seeing. I'm going to assume that you're getting it. I can't see you.
Right.
Talk to
Sir,
me.
question.
Yeah.
How we get the 3.22 again?
All right.
We'll plug in the 1.9, where you see the x plus 1, just put in 1.9 there in the equation and work it out.
In the function.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait on you until you try to find your phone. Yes, sir.
Question. Oh, me, question, sir. For the third one, where it says 3.0020, how come there's a 0 behind the 2? Shouldn't it be in front?
You double check it for me. Double check it for me and tell me, please.
Sir, for 1.99, I have 3.020.
That's what I have as well.
So say something then, no? When sit down and write something on get sir is not that me get. So you get 3.020.
Yes.
All right. No, me, I'm going to explain to you now. Remember right here, so I had put a 2, and then somebody said to me, but sir, we did tell you says the 2 go right there, so but I thought they were talking about the other 0 inside here. Because if this is 3.22 and this is 0.020, I expect, well, we had 0.022. I would have expected that this value here so would have been another 2. So I'm here questioning it myself, but I'm not using a calculator. I'm depending on you to tell me the answer. So when you work the question by yourself, students, and you're not seeing what it is that is there or somebody gets, say, sir, that's not what I get. Don't sit down and just take the information as it is.
Sir.
I don't want any. Yes, Papa.
Sir.
You.
Sir, that is exactly what I got, sir. 3.0020.
Yes. That more look like it now. Don't do it again. If somebody suggests something, congratulate them, but present your answer and say, boy, sir, I got a different answer. And then let us investigate and mull over it. That's how we're learning now. That's how we're going to learn. All right. I want all of you, because it sounds like some of them never do my homework, and there are ways a teacher can find out if we don't do the homework, because I've been asking some questions.
So we'll go on.
What, sir, not all of us go to all that decimal point. I only stop at 2 decimal point.
And that's fine. And that's fine.
So when others are adding more, I don't know. Because I only finish
but what I'm saying to you,
a certain point.
Logan. Right, Logan. So I understand that point, Logan. But I'm saying to you, know that sir said we're going to go up to a few more decimal points. What I would have expected is that, you'd have grabbed the calculator quickly and just check with Sister Boy what is being presented is the right thing. Right? Remember, we're learning, I'm not saying that you're right or you're wrong, but I'm just saying going forward, these are some of the things that I want to see. So not because it did only 2 decimal pieces, Logan, it means that, well, that me do another, so go stay right there. So no, man, I want to grab the calculator and work it. Boy, I am following you, sir, because when you do it, and you get something different, you can say, hold on, sir. And this is how we're going to learn. So going forward, students, please, there are some of you in the class when I'm asking the question, I'm not hearing you talking to me at all. I'm hearing the same set of voices answering. And I know why though. Because we never do the homework. We never do the homework. But let me tell you a secret. At any point in time, I can come to class and say, turn all cameras on.
That means, sir.
Test. You hear me? I can tell you to turn your cameras on because I'm going to give you a test. And when you're doing your work, I don't just want to see the top of your head. I need to see you, your torso, while you're working. No cell phone won't be able to be used. So students, I'm saying all of this is that you have to focus, pay attention. All right? Let's go. When it is 2.1, what do you get?
Please, sir.
Anybody, when it is 2.1, what do you get?
2.8181.
Good job. 2.81. All right. You see, that's what I like. So now it is that you see what we're talking about. You give him more decimal places because it's easier to find the trend. 2.8181. Love that. When it's 2.01, what's the answer?
2.9801.
Wow.
Is there a rule book to use 4 decimal place or 5?
Personally, I prefer seeing 3 or 4 decimal places.
Okay.
And as you go through the course and you see how to do my calculation, never you use 1 decimal place or round off. Once you get decimal places, use multiple places because it will only increase your answer. All right, put it this way.
Increase the accuracy of your answer.
Yeah. You're calculus students. You're calculus students. Yeah, you're computing calculus students because it could be a construction calculus student, but you're a computing calculus student. You know, say, if you're in construction and you miss something by 0.01, it could mean a catastrophic event happening. Say yes or no if you believe me.
Facts, sir. Facts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Really tough.
Well,
I was saying to somebody the other day that, you know, me a real idiot, you know. Well, not me alone. Some of you in class are too. So don't even begin to laugh. I'm going to tell you why I say it though, before you tell me say I call it idiot. Although I call myself idiot too. You and I go on an aircraft because we want to go foreign. Did any of you go and check the report to make sure say every screwing on the aircraft?
who actually do that, sir?
Which is the point I'm making. So you're not going to have any trust issues. You can believe say the pilot who is flying the aircraft is sober. You can believe say the pilot who is flying the aircraft is really a pilot. Because all we do, we step up in the plane, we'll find a seat and we sit down and we listen to them, blah, 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 put on your seatbelt, blah, 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 go on the runway and we take off. Your life is in the hands of those who have that aircraft in the air. And not only that, some people may say, sir, I don't know what you're talking about because I've never flown before. Okay, fine, you take a robot taxi before. The man them say supposed to have a picture of themselves displayed. You know, if the picture that is being displayed is the actual picture of the driver, you have to tell the driver, hey, turn around, let me see your face. No. More time that you want to look on the driver.
Or a tool or go along when I wheel them, sir.
And you don't even know, you said two, you don't even know if I won. And him use tie back on the other one. So we have trust issues right there. We're going to have trust issues right there. Right? So it's a point I am making. So we have to be very mindful when it is that we're doing things like these. You understand where I'm coming from now? Can anybody identify where I'm coming from here with that example?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, good job. Now, when it is, oh lordy, when it is 2.001, what is it?
2.998.
Excuse me, sir, before you move on,
Uh-huh.
I'm having a difficulty understanding. So I understand how to get to the answer, but I don't understand what the answer is. Let me break it down. So if you look at my page right now, you can see I break down the calculations, but I don't understand what exactly is 3. Is 3x is what is 3 in the definition of what it is. I'm not understanding that concept. If you try to understand what I'm trying to say.
And who is this, Chrisan?
Chrisan. So I can show you my screen, to show you my breakdowns, but I don't understand what the answer is.
You can't
yes,
interpret.
It's 3. I
can't interpret what 3 is. Let me see what Chris said. Come, count with me. 1.
1.
No, you must say it. 1.
2. 3.
Magic. That's the 3 that we are talking about.
No, but
so it is not, it's no man. Hold up. I know what you're talking about. It's not 3 yams, it's not 3x, it's not 3y. Don't limit yourself to just variables and so forth. You're gonna come to a point where you're gonna have these variables to work with, but this are 3 yeah. Another one we'll put the mango from, you know. It's like 1, 2, 3. Am I making any sense? Or I still don't see it?
I still don't see it.
All right, press pause. I'll soon come back to you, my love. I'll soon come back to you. That's fine. I appreciate your question. But I was getting some responses though for the 2.001. I heard 2.99801. Was that correct?
Yes, sir.
2.99801. Or is 8001?
Yeah, it's 8001, sir.
8001.
You know, so sir not using any calculator.
What are you saying? I said 2.9980002.
8002?
Yes.
Okay. It's fine. I
Wait,
mean,
sir.
the decimal place
Sir,
is outside
sir.
there, so it's
So
yo.
after with 4 decimal place, sir.
That's what I'm saying to you. The decimal place.
decimal.
Hold up, guys. What I'm saying to you is, all right. So we're having a we're actually majoring in the minor. I'm going to tell you what it is that I'm doing. All right, give me a flavor. Give me the 2.0001 and then give me as many decimal places. I'm sure you what we're talking about. Yeah, go ahead. 2.999 80002. Don't. So the point I'm making right here is
Wait, sir. One more zero name. One more zero.
yeah. That's true. One more zero. So I guess you are seeing the pattern too.
So based on the amount of zeros after the decimal point, you have to have that in your answer as well. Actually, I observed that coming down.
Very good. So you see I have 9801, then I have 9900. They have 999 and 000. Right? So it's a pattern. Look at this. 020, 0020, and then I have 000, and it's going to be 20 something, you know. 200 something if you were to go all the way down to that point. So the point is, yes, sir, but it was must use 4 decimal places. Yeah, man. Put on the decimal place, man. We are investigate. We are technicians now, you know. When a man carry computer come and say, yo, fix that, or you have to go write one program for something. Sometimes you write the program and it can't use 4 digits or decimal points. In order to increase the security of your password, you have to go granular and go enough something. It's going to take a while for the man decode and broke up that. But if you use 2 decimal places, the man can sit down and do an algorithm and sketch 2 and play around it until he break it. And that's why passwords now are alphanumeric. You know, see the point I'm making?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So
when we are doing the exam, we should follow that pattern or try to find a simple way to see that it is a good behavior and that is 3.
Very good. That's what I want you to do. What I want you to do is when you're doing the exam, you know, recognize that this, Chrisan, what that approach is to, what number this approach is to. 2.81, 2.98, 2.998, 2.9998. What number that approach is, Chrisan?
3.
3. Good. Are those 2 numbers the same? Somebody answer me, please. Good.
Yes, definitely. They're both approaching left hand side, right hand side. They're both approaching 3.
3. Yeah.
So, sir, whatever you get over the left side, you must get over the right hand side as well.
I think it's supposed to be closer to the left hand side.
Oh.
Really?
I think. I don't know.
No, to me, see the thing from both sides, I just summarizing that whatever you get on the left hand side, you must also get it on the right hand side.
To be a good.
Or that's not it in every case. Once it's close to the 2.
All right, he's putting it right there. That shows that it's a good behavior. Once both sides are approaching the same number. So my assumption, based on that fact, would be you can have those that one side is approaching one particular number, the other side isn't. So that wouldn't be a good behavior. I don't know, but just assuming.
And it goes without saying. That's it. So because the limit on the left hand side is equal to the limit on the right hand side, we say that the function is of a good behavior and the limit is 3. It exists and it is 3. And yes, you can have a function where when you evaluate the left hand side, you get one value, and when you evaluate the right hand side, you get another value. and we said that the function is not for good behavior, limit does not exist, can't work. Can't work.
So you can give us an example of that?
Absolutely. Oh, dearest, don't worry about it. This is just day 2 of the class. You will get them. You will get them. All right. I have this one here to give you, but I don't want to do that one yet.
So I don't understand that one. The
Don't worry about it.
incident, that
Yeah,
if you
don't-
watch the video, it's kind of confusing with the negative and the positive. I mean, the right side is positive, left side is negative. I go straight down to 10,000, 100,000. I don't understand that.
Don't worry
And
about
the
this.
approach is one with all of that.
Mm.
I don't understand it.
All right, try that one for me, please. That's your classwork. 5 minutes.
Which one, sorry, the one in the green?
Yeah. Well, all of them in the green. The one that says do now. Come on, man. On make the class feel like it want get dead. We're not teaching a dead class, you know. On a live up in yourself, man. Sure.
Sir, that's X plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
You will understand my scribblings after a while. But yes, it's X plus 3. Those of you who are sitting here and not participating, I'm
Sir,
feeling how, yes, please.
is that a -1 where you have under the limb? X.
Yes, please. -1. Extends to -1.
Sir, so we should ignore the one on the example 3?
What? Ignore what one?
The question.
Oh, yeah. Pay attention now. Yeah, the one that is typed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't do that one yet. No, I will come back to that one. I want you to do something, that other one for me. I will soon come back to that.
Okay.
want to go on this, you know, man, do a thing still. We're supposed to work out the right hand side as well. 5 minutes, sir.
When you're finding the limit of a function, you can't work on one side of the something. You have to work on both sides.
Balance.
Can't work on one and not work on the other. I'm stepping away for 2 minutes here, guys. Continue working. Soon come.
Yes, sir.
All right. How far did you finish now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
No, sir.
Anybody?
I'm still working.
Okay.
Sir, quick question. You work on answer already?
No, because I just wrote the question out of my head a while ago. So I'm gonna do
Someone
shortly.
can't ask you then.
You can't ask me right because I don't do it yet. Don't worry about it, man. We soon get through it.
Okay. I wanna
Because
know if my answer right, you know, sir.
you're the one, Logan, who said that you tried going through the Infinity one online and it was confusing you.
Yeah.
All right, no problem, man. So that's why I didn't want to give that one just yet. So don't worry, I'll soon come. Come, guys.
Okay.
Logan is waiting. Anybody else finished?
Yes, sir, but I'm not sure if my answer right.
Don't worry about it, man. As long as you give an attempt, as long as you give an attempt.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Wait, sir, question.
mhm.
In the exams, we must put that statement at the bottom, defining if it's a good or bad behavior.
Yes, man. You want to show off on the man, them not say you know you talk about.
No, just maximizing all points.
Yes, man. What do you mean? You want it right on the examiner's side.
Sir, how much that could sentence the other word, sir? Cause me know me not remember it, sir.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. If you put it in your headspace from now, you will remember it. If you put it in your headspace from now, you remember it. And as you work the question, you keep, practicing. It makes a big difference. Trust me.
Make a mistake, you know, sir. So we have to start over the left hand side.
And that's fine. Do me a favor though. Don't erase the mistake you did. Just put a line through it. I want you to be able to look back at the error that you made.
Oh, the error, obvious one.
Oh, I didn't calculate this. Where shall I put hands on that home? I want to make sure what you are telling me. So, that is all right. I want to make sure that what you are telling me is what I'm getting. Two more minutes. Come, working slowly. 2 more minutes. We have many things to go through tonight. All right. You serious? You're trying to watch the videos and you're not. You sure your internet was stable? Alwyn, I'm just seeing your. Sorry, Lacarna, I'm just seeing your response to the question we're doing. But Alwyn, you were trying to play it and it wasn't playing at all?
Yes, sir.
Strange. Anybody else had that problem?
No, sir.
It's semester one, sir. Like the first class. You'd have a problem with the first one, sir. Like semester one, class one, I think. Try do video, make your audio alone.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. Hold on. Finish that thought for me, please.
Sir? Hello? Stepped out.
All right, I can go now, guys, please.
Yes, sir.
Please, sir, come last.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
no
sir.
problem. You'll be fine. Don't stay too lost. Don't stay lost too long.
Sir, question before you start. This would make me know if I'm right or I'm wrong. So the statement that you're right? It's not a for the question, it's not a good behavior. That's what I'm getting. Can you respond to that with a yes or no? Or have to wait?
Ask the question again.
All right, so sir, the word that I gave us to do now, right? I'm asking, sir. My answer that I got. If I write it out like you have it, I would put instead of good behavior, not a good behavior, or you get what I mean.
It depends on what you get for the answer.
But I'm
The
saying
negative. I was
Alright, you
wondering
can
if the
continue.
negative sign going to change if it's good or bad, or if the
May I-
variable are different. I think that's
I
what
may?
he's trying to say.
No, I don't think so. What he's saying, I think what he's saying, he can correct me if I'm wrong. What he's saying is that based on his answer that he got, both left hand side and right hand side
Are different.
not moving to
They're not
right.
the
They're
same
not
number.
the same number. So
Right. That's what I would think. And then
Yeah,
no,
that's
if in
exactly
that
what I'm
case,
trying to say.
right, and in that case, it is not a good behavior. Does the limit exist?
No, sir.
The limit would not exist. So
Really?
the limit will not exist. But before I go on, before I start,
Well, I'm getting mine wrong then.
no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Before you start hypothesizing, let me go through the question. Don't. I never give nobody no message. Just come. Let's go. So we have the function 2x over
Sir,
x plus.
wait, question. When you finish, I did mine on the screen, meaning it's something I can share my screen with. Possibly when the class is over, could you look at what I did? Because based on everyone is saying, I think my method of approaching the questions might be a little bit different.
No,
sir.
yeah, you should.
No,
No, I think overall, like from the top, like from where you're doing it, how you guys explain
No.
how you guys were addressing the questions. I think
Uh-huh.
I did mine a little bit differently. I didn't watch sir's video. I watched this look Indian man and then break it down a tad bit different. So I wanted to verify if what I did is okay to be placed on question papers. So maybe after the class, I can show him my method and see if it's okay.
I see. If I can even throw it out there, my answer would be different from Kyle because it seems like it's a good behavior to me. So just throwing that out there.
Exactly. But
All right, so
I don't know, sir, just do the questions.
I will be the judge. I will be the judge of that.
Yes,
so
sir.
Just give me a few and just work alongside with me. All right. So I'm going to be working. So before, the first thing that I'm going to do is to do a little thing. So what is my limit I'm looking at? As it tends to what?
Negative one.
Which value come right here? So after -1.
0.
0.
And which one come right here? So
-2.
All right, good job. Excellent. So I'm going to go so from the left hand side, and I'm going to come so from the right hand side. All right. No, from the left hand side. From the left hand side. Give me a value close to -1.
-2.
-1.1, sir.
Huh?
-1.1.
-0.9.
Oh.
So we said you're
From
on.
which side, sir?
Which
We said
side?
you're on.
I'm on the left hand side.
-1.1.
-1.1. Yeah.
1.1.
Oh, okay. That is correct. I heard you. Was it not Logan? Oh goodness.
No, I was wondering which side
No,
they were
it's not.
talking about.
It's not you. The first person who says -1.1. Who was that again? It was Amir.
Said what, sir?
Okay, I think that was you.
Oh.
Right. So it's
-1.9, sir.
No. Negative 1.9 is closer to negative 2.
But sir, if you're asking for the left-hand side, wouldn't it be
Negative 0.9.
0.9?
Yeah, I got 0.9 and then I break it down to
From the
0.9.
left-hand side?
That's made me start for a while ago.
That
From the
makes sense,
left,
sir.
From the
The negative 0.9 would be from the
From the
right
from
hand
the
side.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Negative
Can't be-
1.1, sir. For the left, I got
Yo,
0.9.
yo, 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 yo.
Mm.
I want to know. I try on Friday even make the one and I make up. Chillax in myself.
Sir, just do the question, please, for all get confused.
No, it's not a
No,
matter of doing the
just
question.
do it. Don't ask me. Just do it.
Because some of us are mixing up left and right.
What
Just do the
is,
question.
where am I going from the left hand side?
Going towards one,
Negative
sir. Towards negative
1.1.
one.
Hold on a minute, please. Hold on a minute, please. Hold on a minute, please. All right. So hear what I'm saying. It's not a matter of me not wanting to do the question, but it is also important for me to know, what side you're coming from. And that's why I paused to do what do you call it? The number line. So I want all of you to look at the number line again. I'm not going any further with the question if you don't know where we're starting from. And I want you to look at the left-hand side. Look at the left-hand side. That's where we're starting from, the left-hand side. Sir, then why are you being so particular? Because when I move to piecewise functions, you need to know where the left is, you need to know where the right is. Because what happens on the left-hand side may very well be different from what happens on the right-hand side. And the left-hand side for something is going to connect to the right-hand side of something else. So if you connect two rights or two lefts, not going to work. So agree with me. To the left of negative 1 is what number?
Negative 1.1.
Negative 1.
Negative 1.1. You see what direction you're going into? So to the left of negative 1, if you go along, you're going to reach negative 2. So it cannot be 0.9. Do you see that? I'm going to go on silent.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I made a mistake, sir. That's
Okay.
definitely.
So you see it now.
So me just see it, you know.
So what I'm saying to you, between negative 1 and negative 2, I have these numbers. And if I'm going here, I'm going to catch at negative 1.1 first. What happened? Wanna go on silent?
I don't like how you make that statement.
Huh?
If you're going from
Repeat.
sir, understood.
no, sir, I'm gonna get it. You say if I go from -2 to -1, I catch -1.1 first, why never say we catch -1.1 last?
I'm
I
going
got it on the opposite sides.
right. So all right. So oh no, the number line, that's the problem, man. Sure. All right, come, let's go. Do you agree that my points I'm talking about are -1 and -2?
Yes, sir.
Good. Me go so. See my area? So me go. Right? Now, I am approaching -1. I'm approaching -1. Can I use -1.5? You remember the story I tell you about the police officers, them converging? Can I use -1.5?
No, sir.
No, because it's too far off, don't?
Yes, sir.
But -1.4 is closer than -1.5. Talk truth.
True.
Yeah, and -1.3 is even closer. -1.2 is closer. -1.1 is closer to -1. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Tajay, you see that now?
Yeah, man, sir. Seen it for a while. That's it.
Okay. Anybody don't see it yet?
We're seeing it, sir.
If you're not seeing it, raise your hand for me, please. I need to know who not seen it. And nobody's raising their hand.
Clear as mud, sir.
Somebody not see it, man. And you see the thing about it is not for me to say, oh, you not see it. You can't see it, you're blind. That's not the idea, you know. The idea is for me to, yeah.
Sir, I wasn't seeing it before. I saw where I went wrong. But using this, sir, what you're doing now actually gives it more
clarity.
explanation or clarity, yeah. So I'm gonna start doing it this way. It might be longer, but it's better that way to me.
But you notice, I always start looking at the, what do you call it?
Number line.
The number line. Always start looking at the number line. Watch me. After me reach 1, don't me again catch 1.9 before me catch 2?
Yes,
Don't.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So that's why my 1.9 I start off here so first. All right. And then now, when I reach here, so if I'm going this way, don't after me pass -1.3, then I go -1.2, then I go -1.1 before me catch -1, don't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everybody
Yeah,
see
it
that?
makes
If you
sense.
don't see it, raise your hand, please. Or say something to me. All right. And there's a reason I gave you a -1. There's a reason I gave you a -1 because a -1, it looks like it is in the reverse. And that's why I gave you the -1. All right. So it's going to be -1.1, -1.1. All right. What's the next one?
-0.9.
-1.01, sorry.
-1.01. Yeah, man. Then the next one is?
-1.001.
And then -1.0001. Remember, you know, it is approaching 1, -1.
So I'm
So you
not
can't
gonna
put
lie
negative.
still.
You're not.
I do it that way, but I have it on the right hand side still.
I knew that. That's why I tell you have to know your left from the right.
Yeah, I want to kind of catch me still.
So let me talk about this now. This is 0. Talk truth. Say that a 0. After -1, you have 0, don't?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, from the side there. Yes, sir.
One number come right here, so.
Negative 0.9, sir.
Negative 0.9. Very good, Rayton. Everybody say that is negative 0.9 right there, so? Who want to
Yes,
see it?
sir.
Yeah, man.
I
Because
didn't
me not
realize it was a negative number.
Okay, that explains it, Christian. No, that explains it, my love. No, I can understand that.
I thought it was just one. So when I look back
Mm.
over the question, how I wrote it down, it was just
Yeah.
x to
Sir.
the
Yeah.
limit of one, not negative
Ma'am,
one.
I have a major problem, sir.
What? Thank you.
You know, say, I have my left hand side for me that negative
The right hand side.
0.9. Yeah.
Yeah, not your alone. And it's because it's a negative number, it looks like that. But remember, no, Mason, that after zero, you can have 0.1, 0.2. Well, it could be negative 0.1, negative 0.2, negative 0.3, negative 0.4, negative 0.5, and then reach negative 0.9 before you reach negative 1. So you have to be very careful. Write out the number line so you can see the something. So the right hand side is going to be negative 0.9, then
Negative 0.99.
negative
0.9.
0.999
Yes.
and negative 0.9999. Very good. All right. Excellent.
So I'm going to switch the LHS to the RHS. I'm good.
Yeah, but if you give me LHS for the RHS and the exam, you get it wrong. You're now go the exam, you're now gonna get an opportunity to flip it. You're now gonna have an opportunity to flip it. If that only for following where I'm going.
Yeah, man. Let's see what
Yeah,
else,
man.
sir.
So in the exam, you can't do it like that. All right. Do me a favor. I'm gonna beg you for about 5 minutes, but I'm gonna ask you to do something for me. I want you to look over this. No, not necessarily look over. I want you to fix it up. I want you to do the solutions to this one, and then I'm gonna give you an explanation to the other. I need to separate a few. Give me a few minutes. Just finish off that question for me. I'm coming to you.
This question you want us to finish?
This one, I'm guessing.
This one,
Give
it
us
does put plug it in the formula.
The one that I told us to work on already?
Yeah.
This one on this.
Yeah, man. It's same one.
just
Let's finish up what I have already.
Don't finish already.
just put it in the
So
limb.
Finish already. Finish already, that's fine.
oh, okay. I thought he was doing the all right. Thanks.
Hi, sorry to disturb everyone. I had posted some past papers for calculus in the WhatsApp group. Closer to the time of exam time when I'm back at work, I'll see if I can get you guys past papers from 2023 or 2024, SEM 2 downwards. I think I had only stopped at 2018. All right.
Sure,
Oh, that's
thanks.
fine.
So we
Fine,
can
fine.
practice.
If you guys are in any other classes and want past papers, I work at UTech Exam Center. So I have all the past papers within the Caribbean and the country. So just message me and I'll see if I can send you some. All right.
I will text you on WhatsApp.
All right, specifically CCJ. If anything you
Okay.
want extra practice, I can give you or UTech.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks, son.
All right, thanks, son.
I suck me know, so me know when I want my past papers them from my other course, who me must call.
Yes, you can message me too, sir.
Yeah, man. So where are you in the exam section?
Yes, at UTech. So I have access to the databases within the country.
Very nice, very nice,
But
very
doesn't
nice.
mean I'm going to hush my integrity and give out the new ones. Nothing like that.
Oh no. That couldn't happen. We have to sleep and talk to Jesus. We don't want him to box we down. All right. What did you get for negative 1.1? Anybody? What value you got?
Negative 1.15.
Negative
7.8.
1.15789.
Negative 1.15.
789.
7, 8.
789. Okay, all
Wait,
right. What is negative 1.01?
No, negative 1.0150.
Everybody agrees with that? If you don't agree, let me know, you know.
Yeah, well, good so far.
All right, good. What's the next one?
Negative 1.00150.
All right, and what's the next one?
Negative 1.00030, yes, sir, and then 150.
All right. When is negative 0.9, what is it?
One moment. Negative 0.8571.
If you're not agreed with her, with Rogan, let me know. When it's negative 0.99, what it is?
Negative 0.
Yeah, continue, Logan.
Negative 0.9850. Make sure put all of them in it this time.
Very good. When it's negative 0.999, what it is?
Negative
0.99850.
Sounds good. When it is negative 0.999999999, what is it?
Wait, no, sir. No, I'm not go so fast, sir.
Yeah, no, man. This is all right. This is the next one I'm talking about. I'm just troubling you. Negative
0.9998, sir.
999850, don't?
Mm-hmm. Follow the pattern.
Okay, so tell me, what is
I think it's closer to negative 1, and it's a good
this
relation.
This one approaches what?
Negative 1.
And what this one approaches?
Negative 1.
Negative. Both of them approach negative 1. All
Yeah,
right.
so it's a good relation.
It's a good relationship and the limit exists. All right.
Sir, I think I need glasses. I did the wrong question. The question I wrote down was 2x over 2 plus 3. So I didn't say the x, I saw 2. With that said, can I quickly share my screen to ensure that I'm on the same page? I think I understand the concept. I just think I'm partially blind.
I am going to stop sharing. You share in the meantime, and I'm going to ask you for a half a second.
Everyone seen my screen? Am I capital writing?
No, I can't see it.
Yes.
Because I don't know how I saw 2. And the screen was right in front of me.
Oh, you do positive. Okay.
originally I did it to the positive, but then I thought it was negative. That was the first misstep of my eyes. Realize it, switch it around, but then realize and it's 2. So technically, I just need to put some negative signs in there and it'll be the same. But I just did something completely different. So everything here is supposed to be negative. I never see it at all. It's not like a mirror.
Negative. What is it negative? It's going to be a little bit different.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But
Because
the
you get
answer still
the
should remain the same.
negative 1.8, but the 5 part now is going to be a bit wrong. You see it? Yeah.
Wait, let me check it again.
So the negative going to kind
You know
of
what? Let me talk about the
change it.
negative.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see, because I don't understand how I
So-
saw that on the board.
I never real, but I think somebody mentioned and asked if it was -1 and asked if it was X or something.
I saw 2.
I didn't know that it was negative until somebody says that it was -1. But sir said that we get used to his writing. Someone never said nothing.
I should have typed it, man. Divided by 5.
So yeah, divide it. We get the negative 1.8. You need to do the negative 0.9 plus 3. That's going to be 2.10.
Because I'm going to switch it back to my originals. Based on what I'm seeing, I just want to ensure that I understood the concept. So I was not seeing a negative. I was seeing a positive.
Yeah.
So the concept doesn't
So
really
if
change.
it's positive, you're probably right, but you can just put negative and claim that it's the same answer.
No, when I switch it out, without doing the breakdowns, the answer still remained at negative 0.4. So it didn't change that much.
Yeah, but the 5 part need to change.
It will change.
Yeah, because the top part is fine, but the 5 is supposed to be like, well, 2.10, 2.010, 2.0010. So that's probably going to change it. But I know,
When I work it out on the
I see.
calculator, just put in the values, it just flipped it to negative 0.4 as the original answer.
But
What?
the thing is
I
that
just
with
want
the
to ensure
calculator, you have to put the number in a certain way, or else you're going to get a different answer. So with me, like the 2x, I put 2 bracket, the number, close bracket, and then give me the answer, and then I do the same. But
Yeah, but that's what you have. That's
Oh,
what you have.
take off this.
what you were saying, Stuart?
I was saying that's what you have to do, or because once you're trying to simplify, what you do is to multiply.
But like I said, the
try
way
to
somebody
simplify.
plug it in the numbers, might get a different answer.
Yeah, you have to use brackets because I did it like that initially, and it was going towards 0.5 because I was doing
think
2 times minus. So when I tried, but I'm using my phone. So when I put the multiplication sign and then add the minus sign, it removed the multiplication sign. And I didn't realize.
So it depends on your devices. There are some that you need to get used to the devices. So when you plug in a number, at least you know if it's right or wrong.
Are you guys hearing me?
No, sir. We're just hearing you now.
Okay. No, but I'm saying to you, yes, your parentheses are very important in times like this. You have to include yourself in the parentheses or else you're going to get a different answer. You have to use the parentheses, open and close parentheses, so that you can evaluate whatever you're evaluating correctly. Yes, but it looks Christian, which no.
Wait a second. You can hear me?
Yeah, Christian, what is the 2.3 2 plus 3? I get that.
No,
plus
that's what
three.
she said. It should be an error.
I did a different question overall.
Oh,
So I just
okay.
wanted to ensure that I understood the concepts. I'm going to go back to what I originally saw and make sure I go through it to ensure that I understand the concept. Because once I get the concept, I think everything should be fine. But the basics. I got the understanding of the negatives when he brent it down. See that I didn't do the negative question. It's supposed to be LHS, RHS. So LHS, RHS. I'm just going back to what I saw. All right, so sir, based on the question I saw on the board, I saw x to the limit of a positive 1, 2x over 2 plus 3. First thing the Indian man taught me was if you see something like this, you break it down further and put it to what it equals, which is 5. So it's 2x over 5. Based on the limit I had, the LHS I had was 0.9, 0.99, and following. Is that correct thus far?
All right. So what I'm gonna suggest that you do and not just for you, but for others as well, is look at all right. So sometimes they have different methods and different theorems that they do online, and they are very useful. But I would recommend that if you're going to go work ahead of me, look at how I'm presenting the information first, which is I had sent you to the past recordings, and then when you see the types of questions that I'm doing, then you can go and search out somebody else. And before you search out somebody else online, just look up on that little background, because you have many on it saying that they're doing math, but they're farmers. Yeah. And sometimes you have misconceptions that are being passed on, right? And I don't want you guys to see something and get it wrong because of that. So I'm not saying that you're not supposed to, because I'm saying that I want you to work ahead of time. So I congratulate you. But
I was looking at the old questions, but the video just went through the entire concept of the topic. So he went through various formulas.
Okay, got you. All right. Okay, all right, no problem.
So what I'm more concerned about is based on what I have here. Is the LHS and the RHS correct? Do I understand the concept of the line, the number line from the first class?
If you're going, as you said, you had it as 1.
I had it as 1.
Right, so it would be 0.9, then 0.999, then 0.999, and so forth. So that would be correct. And then for the right-hand side, it will be 1.1, 1.01, right? So that concept is fine. However, when you move to the -1 now, you remember the controversy we were having at the start of the class?
I had it. So if you had gone through if I had seen a negative, and I think I would have been fine based on the number line as well. So it's just my eyes. Just my eyes. Another concept that he was going through was to break it down further. So I work a little bit slower. When the class was doing it, so I break it down further to do it like this. Is this okay to put on an exam paper or your thesis?
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm able to understand it. And plus, if your answer even wrong and your working not look good, you probably get a few points.
All right, but guess what now? Oftentimes, when they give you the function to work with, it is going to be something that you cannot break down any further. Right. So that's what I'm saying to you. It depends on the function that is given. The function that is given, you can do some breakdown. But on my test papers that I'll give you, you'll be required to you're not going to get anything to break down. I will show you the breakdown part sometime later, but in situations like these, no, you're not going to get anything to break down.
No, it's more complicated. These are just introductory functions.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Just be careful. But I'm going to give you
I just wanted to understand the principle before we move on. Right. So I'm on the right track.
You're on the right track.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. Here we am concerned now. I'm concerned. I'm concerned because I almost know only a half of you, because there's only a half of you talking to me, and there are other students in the class. Know yourself that you've never said a word. And you're going to be in some problems, because if you don't talk to me and I don't know what it is that you're doing, and if you're understanding, you're going to be in problems. So let me ask a question. Is there anybody in the class that not following at all what it is that we're doing?
Got the hang of it
Right,
so
no.
far for this particular question, sir, but I want to go through one more to make sure I understand the concept. So I'm not
All right.
confident in my understanding, but I got the hang of this question.
All right, thanks much. Who is this?
TK Richards.
Oh, TK. All right. You see, because I know that somebody in the class I'm understanding, I'm going to tell you what is going to happen to me now. It's when I move on and somebody said to me, sir, I'm not understanding, I'm going to get really upset, because there's so many times I'm asking the question, are you understand? He just said to me, sir, me catch piece of it, but if we say something else, we can't catch it. If when I move on, and you're going to say, sir, you know, I'm not following nothing that you're doing in last class, and I'm not understanding, we're going to have problems. We're going to have a beef, because I've been asking and I'm not getting a response. So we're going to have a beef. So hear me out. The last digga time. Is there anybody else in the class that has an issue? Let me know so I can address it before I move into the other question.
Yes, sir. Even
Sir, there are two lone soldiers there, sir.
Sorry, say that again?
I was saying you have two lone soldiers, Damai and Evan.
Okay. Where is it that you're having an issue?
All right, so with the plotting into the calculator, I think that's my problem.
Okay. Do you know how to do your calculations, including your parentheses? Matter of fact, what kind of calculator do you have?
So I think it's a scientific one.
Yeah, wait name.
Kenko Super.
No, sir. No, sir. Carry back to Mr. Chin and give up Mr. Chin him Kenko calculator here.
So we can't use the calculator, yes, sir.
That calculator no good. It use on
Yeah,
double A. It use a double A battery, don't?
Sir, we
The
don't know
big
what
long
kind of
battery then.
no, sir, it's some look small circle something.
No, sir. Anybody else have a Kenko inside my class? The more.
So, sir,
Tell Mr. Kenko.
How much you pay for that? $500?
5 something, sir. 5 something.
Yeah,
$500 and something dollar, don't? Huh?
Yeah, go on, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I feel load up the things there, man. Because the calculator cheap.
Calculator not that one.
And because they're using a cheap calculator, maybe that's why when I now get something, because the calculator slow in giving you the answer. No, but on a serious note though, I don't like the Kenkos. They are relatively inexpensive, and you know you can get one of them Kenko for $300, $350. It don't worth it. It's better just invest in a good calculator that can take you places, because you're going to need your calculator. I don't get any commission from it, but I quite frankly like a Casio. And I like a Casio with a natural display function on it. What I mean by natural display, it can actually work your fractions for you. So if you want to work out what is 1/2 plus 3/5, you can actually put the fraction in your calculator, 1/2 plus 3/5, and it works it out and give you your answer in a fractional form, A/B. All right. So you guys need to go on mountain coming up and then getting a pay. I'm gonna go buy a good calculator. the Kenko business done on Mr. Chin now work. I'm sorry, I'm gonna lose it to sales from this, but ever so often students come to me with this Kenkops, and there's another one out there. Anybody else a different? Anybody have a Casio in the class?
Yes, sir.
A natural display one, or is it a regular Casio? Casio what? What's the number up top? Look at the top and tell me what number it is.
FX82ES plus.
A2 ES plus. Okay, that's a good calculator. Anybody else has another one? You have the ES plus? Oh, yeah, the 300 ES. That's the blue and white one.
Yes, sir.
With the trackball, the round trackball in the middle of it?
Negative. They have cursor keys in the middle.
No, at the top of it.
Up, down. Yeah, man. Up, down, left, right.
Right. Yeah, that's a very good one. I had one of those. Very good one. And does it say natural display to the top, on the top of the calculator?
Yeah, actually.
Right.
First,
Can you take a picture and post it in the thing, please, so that people can have a look at it?
Serious.
Yeah, seriously.
Sir, where can we get the Casio? If I go somewhere like Bashko tomorrow, can I get it there?
If you go to Bashko, you can get the Kenko.
Oh, so the bookstore?
You can go to the
No, sir.
bookstore.
The Bashka have Casio,
Sir,
sir.
KB.
How it look?
You can go KB. You can go KB. Oh, I hear so Bashko have good calculator.
Bashka have good calculator, sir.
I can just go on the road tomorrow and get everything.
All right. Who is some? All right. Just wait until you see. Oh, Christian. All right, Chrissy. Sorry. Was it Rayton who was going to post his calculator? Who was going to post a calculator again, please?
And this shows a Amazon link or like a picture of it in the chat.
Yeah, man. Is it in the chat yet? That's what I want to. I want to have a look at it first. That's what I'm saying. Because when you move into things like differentiation and integration, I want you to get a good calculator that you can do your checks on some stuff. I'll show you how to do it. So which is why I want you to get a specific calculator.
Problems with that one
Right.
already, you know, sir.
TK, post it in the WhatsApp group. I'm gonna post it here, sir. I'm gonna drag and drop
Sir,
it.
what kind of calculator is this? I don't have this.
You have a sharp? Okay. If you have a sharp, you have a, yeah. If you have a sharp, that's fine.
Sir, I only have a old version of this. This is like an upgrade one.
So on a fee no way still, you know, so the Texas Instrument them shots still.
I don't like them.
Because
but you can have
mine
one
is
fine.
7 years old and sir, it's working just fine.
All right, hold on a minute, please. Send the other pictures in the thing, please.
One of them that a big brother to him have.
That's weird.
Yes.
I'm looking for something here, guys. I soon come. Just go on, send off the stuff. I soon come.
No, stand back. Hold up. I don't understand. What's your name's open on? Oh. That's work with one second. Let me see here. You're not seeing me again.
Show me the full calculator, please. I need to see the top part of the calculator, not the numbers. I know what the numbers look like. I need to see the top part.
So you're talking to me?
Yeah, man, I want to see the full calculator.
Yes, sir, you're not seeing the full, it's a picture of the entire
Oh, it's a
calculator.
picture. Okay, all right, got you.
That's all right.
All right, so I'm seeing the sharp calculator. I'm seeing the sharp. All right, my system is going. Okay. I'm seeing the Casio. Okay, natural. Okay, that can work.
I sent someone a sir, but it's in the WhatsApp chat. So I'm not sure if someone can just paste them in the Zoom chat.
Okay. All right. So I just took that break to talk to you about it. Hold on. Yeah. I had to pause the class to talk to you about that, because it is very important that we are on the same wavelength as it relates to the use of the calculator and how we get our answers. Because you see, the thing about it, you can have your method right. You can write the correct method, but when you're the question, because you don't know how to use a calculator, your evaluation is going to be wrong, and that is going to throw you off completely. All right, so it's very important that you do what it is that you're supposed to be doing with the use of the calculator. I beg of you. All right. All right. What about, is there anybody else that has, let me just check. There's a WhatsApp.
No, man, send.
WhatsApp.
The pictures are in
Oh, you sent
the
it in the chat.
yes, sir. I'll see all of them on place.
All right. So
If I could also add that everyone had his hand up. Everyone, sorry if may throw you out there still, but I don't want it to be a case where you have an issue and you don't voice it. So
and thank you for that. But before I do that though, the one that has the one that has the Casio is the FX 83 GT Plus. I quite like that calculator. I quite like that one.
So what about 82 MS?
The 82 MS is not bad. It's not bad. It's just that you hard.
So I have 7 years and I do my wonders.
All
I
right,
can
cool.
afford the next one.
That's fine. That's
But
fine.
you know the Casio them, sir. Pretty much all of them are just generation difference in terms of just button layout. That's the physical button. Because I look on the same one where you say is a good calculator, the 83 GT. I look on my one and I say, but I same thing still. I don't know if I talk still go to the family, yeah.
So you're gone? Come on, if we do the infinity before class over.
No, man, I'm still here, guys.
Okay.
Stress me.
All right.
No.
Right. All right. So what you were asking something, Christian? You're asking something.
I didn't realize
just
my
now?
mic was on. I didn't realize my mic was on.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, no problem.
No, I was the one that asking, sir.
What?
I was asked if you're still here and if we're going to do the infinity. Are we going to do the infinity?
Yeah, man, I'm still here. All right, then I'm going to do infinity. All right.
Because I think that's more confusing to me. Come on, or you get 10 for the infinity and 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Where that come from?
So, okay, guys, are you still hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're still hearing? Oh, okay. Sorry, coming. So. All right. So we're going to look at the one with the infinity now. And the one with the infinity, where is that? Let me see if I can. Are you still see my screen or am I not sharing?
You're not sharing.
I'm not sharing. All right, let me go again. Are you seeing the screen now? Are you seeing the screen?
Sir. Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so we're going to look at this one now. It's so the question says to evaluate the limit as x tends to infinity
of x over x minus 5. X over x minus 5. What do you understand by infinity? Let me hear you. When I say infinity, what do you think I mean?
Never ending.
Never ending.
Never ending. Okay, good. And I want you to give me
Unlimited.
Very good, unlimited, good. Give me an infinitely large number, the largest number that you know.
Trillion.
Trillion. Okay. Anybody knows a larger number than trillion? Zillion. Okay. Anybody knows a larger number than that?
Wait, zillion.
3 times 10 to the power of 13.
3 times 10 to the power of 13. Okay, then suppose I say 3 times 10 to the power of 13, and then I say plus 1. Am I above you or beneath you? Which one is it?
Above.
Okay, right. So good. So an infinitely large number is really going to be a number that it's just an imagination, right? But remember, on Tuesday.
I apologize to interrupt you, sir. Can you scroll up a little bit so I can write down the equation?
Okay, no problem.
Thanks.
Let me rewrite it. Limit as x tends to infinity of x over x minus 5. The limit, let me just rewrite it. The limit.
So type it, please. No offense.
No, I'm not in a position to type. The limit as x. What was it again? X over x plus 5?
X minus 5.
X minus 5.
Minus 5.
Okay. I use a special software to type, and I don't have that software on this computer that I'm using. So that's why I can't type. All right. So if you look at it now, an infinitely large number. An infinitely large number. So remember, when we were looking at the limit as x tends to 1, we had to look at the limit going from the left-hand side of 1, and then we also investigate the limit going to the right side of 1. Anybody remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when we're looking at infinity, we have to look also at the left side of infinity and the right side of infinity. Because remember, the aim is to see how well behaved the function is. So if the function is behaving correctly and beautifully, say the limit of the function exists. If the limit of the function is different from the left-hand side, compare the right-hand side, we say that the limit is not of a good behavior and the limit does not exist. Follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to investigate, and for the sake of this question, I'm going to investigate this similarly, the left-hand side, the right-hand side, but I'm going to do the right-hand side before I do the left-hand side. I'm going to do the right-hand side before I do the left-hand side. I would love for you to give me a number that is, you know that 10 could be an infinitely large number, right? All right, there's a question. Go ahead with the question, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Sir.
Somebody had their hand raised. Who had their hand raised? No? You want to talk again?
Sir, just
yes, sir. Not to cut you, sir.
Yes,
but
please, go ahead.
Is there a reason why you start from the right-hand side?
Go ahead, I'm hearing you. Go ahead, please.
Sir? I'm asking if there's a reason why you start from the right-hand side.
Oh, no. I can start from the left. You choose. It's just that because I'm looking at infinity. Is it just like when I did the negative number, you know, it took you a while to see what was really happening?
So one question. Right side, when you're doing infinity, going to be always negative? When you're dealing with infinity.
Okay. An interesting question. Let me throw it back to you. When we're investigating a number, when we go to the right of the number, in what direction are we going? Think of the number. When we go to the right of the number,
think of what direction are we going in? Once we go to the right of a number, what direction are we going in?
Negative.
Positive direction.
Positive.
Very good. When we go to the right of a number, we are moving to a more positive number. True or false?
True, sir. So it's like a,
Yeah, man.
greater number, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man, it does. So anywhere on the number line you are, anywhere on the number line, anywhere on the number line. If you're on, let us.
Quickly, do me a favor and draw the number line so I can visually see it.
All right, no, but okay. So I
Yes,
drew one
sir.
before. I drew one before. No, man, hold up. Because
Can I ask a
sometimes we have to think. We have to imagine, think abstractly. So you see, when I give you something that is concrete, it is something that I'm showing you on paper what it looks like. But there are times you're going to, you'll have to imagine what things look like. So what I want you to do for me, think back at the last number line that I gave you just now. Remember the one with the -2 and the -1, and we're trying to find out what happens on the left-hand side?
Yes, sir.
Or can all of you visualize that number line? If I hear a no, I can project it, because I still have it, but I just want to know if you can visualize it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, I write
No.
it in my book, so.
Okay, great. So when I'm looking to, if I'm at -2, when I go to the right of -2, am I going to a more positive end or am I going to a more negative end?
Positive, sir.
Or positive.
I'm going more positive, right? So every time I go to the right, I am going into a positive end. And every time I go to the left, where am I going?
Negative.
Negative.
Good. All right. So hear me out. When I go to the left, it is going to be negative. When I go to the right, it's going to be positive. And I want you to always remember this. Left is going to be negative. Right is going to be positive. Think of the number line. Think of you being at 0 on the number line. When you make a left turn from 0, yeah, man, same way. So when you make a left turn from 0, what direction are you in?
Negative.
The negative.
Very good. Very good. And when you make a right turn from the 0, what direction are you in?
Positive.
Positive.
Good. I'm gonna ask you one other question. If I'm at 5 on the number line, 5, and I make a right turn, what direction am I going in?
Positive.
Positive.
And if I make a left turn from 5 on the number line, what direction am I going in?
Negative.
Negative.
Okay. I hope that concept is concrete, because you all gave me the correct answer.
One more time, please.
When you go to the left, it's negative. When you go to the right, it's positive. Left is negative. Right is positive. Left is negative. Right is positive. If you're at the number line, you're at 0 at the number line. 0 at the number line. When I turn to the left, it means that I'm going to be facing -1, and then after -1, I face -2, then I face -3, so forth and so on. But if I'm at 0 on the number line and I turn to the right, it means then that I'm going to be facing number 1, and then thereafter I'm going to face number 2, then I'm going to face number 3. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chrisan, you see that, Chrisan?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I
good.
see it.
And this concept is going to be very important, guys. And especially when I move to things like piecewise function. Piecewise function will tell you more of moving to the left and right and what is positive from what is negative. It's very important. So you must understand that concept. Matter of fact, if I were you, at the top of my notebook, I would put left, negative, right, positive. I'll write it on a few pages until I can remember it, because that concept will take you into not just this topic, but into several other topics. Fair enough? Can I move on now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I said just now that I'm going to start with the right-hand side, and somebody said, sir, hold on. Is there a reason you start with the right-hand side? Is it because you're looking at the infinity number? No, it's not. No. But I don't want you to think of that I have to start at the left-hand side. I can't start from the right-hand side.
I can start from the right-hand side, I can start from the left-hand side. So it's not because I'm looking at infinity why I'm doing that. I just decided to start from the right-hand side this time, since I did a few questions starting from the left. All right, watch me. Let me see, how can I explain this? Anybody knows what an evergreen tree looks like?
Sir, what kind of tree?
Green?
Evergreen. Evergreen tree.
So you have several types of
No?
evergreen
All right.
also.
Ah, very good. Very good. Good. I love that response. Excellent. Now, tell me where you have seen a few of those evergreens.
I usually see them Kingston 6 area.
In the Kingston 6 area. All right. So when you move to the Kingston 8 area, have you ever seen an evergreen that you've seen in the Kingston 6 area?
Very rarely.
Very rarely. Okay. But what if you buck up one in the Kingston 8 area? How would it look?
Probably like some shrubs.
Like some shrubs.
Yes, sir.
But when you find it in the Kingston 6 area, it don't look like shrubs, it like a big tree?
Like some, yes, sir, like some probably, I don't know if it's, but it not look as beautiful.
It don't look as beautiful as it. Are you sure it is the same evergreen?
Yes, sir. Positive. I'm a plant person, so I know.
Okay. Well, one of the things I will tell you is that once you find an evergreen of one variety, and you find an evergreen of a similar variety, wherever you find those evergreens, once the variety is similar, you will have the similar line features on the leaves. If there's a variation, the line features may be different. But once you find a palm, a butterfly palm in America, and you find a similar butterfly palm in Jamaica, they will look similar because they're of the same breed. All right? What's the point I'm making? When we do these questions with infinity, it is the same way we would do the question as if we were looking at integers, +1 for argument's sake, or -1, +2 or -2. So watch where I'm going. Watch where I'm going. I'm going to go back. Am I still sharing?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, watch me. So I'm starting. Oh dear. I'm starting with I did say I'm starting with the left hand side. Which side I said I was starting at?
The right.
Right. I'm starting with the right, but I wrote the left hand side. Okay, I think I did something just now. Okay, got you. So I said I was going to start with the right hand side, but I wrote the left hand side first. So let me start with the right hand side nonetheless. Look at the screen for me, please, and see if you can pay special attention to what I'm talking about here. What sign is that sign?
The infinity sign.
That's my infinity sign. It's not a sleeping 8, but it's an infinity. All right. To the left of that infinity is going to be what again?
Positive.
Negative.
Listen to me, man. Let me go again. To the left of the infinity is going to be
Negative.
Negative. Always remember that. And to the right of the infinity, I'm going to have
Positive.
Very good. Now, I made mentions of something just now with the evergreen, and I want you to think about that because I'm coming back to it. I'm coming back to it. There's a point I'm trying to make with that. Coming back to it. Now, for my right-hand side, I'm going to start with, say, +10. And then somebody may say to me, but sir, 10 is not an infinitely large number. And I will say to you, in this context, it may be, but in another context, for sure, it's not a large number. All right? Then my second large number that I'm going to be using would be 100. Then I'm going to be using 1,000. What do you think I'm going to use next?
10,000.
10,000. 10,000. All right. Okay, very good. All right. And I want you to hold that for me just for 2 seconds. If I were to look at
Sir, before you go any further, in this case, we could assume and use any number positive. You hear me, sir?
All right, guys, you weren't hearing me, right?
Oh, sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
sir.
No,
Right,
sir,
forgive
the jump off.
Yeah, man, I got bumped off just now. Forgive me. I'm back on now. Sorry. All right.
Someone was asking a question.
So
All right, go ahead with your,
infinity,
go ahead.
infinity,
Go ahead with the question.
assume and use any positive number or
Okay, so you didn't hear what I was asking. All right, no problem. So let me go back again now. So for the right-hand side, I'm using 10, then 100, then 1,000, then 10,000. For the left-hand side, give me some negative values that you would want to use in order to evaluate the limit of this function.
Negative 10.
Negative 10.
Very good. That's an excellent suggestion. Negative 10. But what's the next number?
Negative 100.
Negative 100.
Negative 100 is a good one. What's the next number?
Negative 1,000.
Okay, and give me a last one.
Negative 10,000.
All right. Okay. So you remember the point I was making about the evergreen tree? Hear me out.
So the one about
if you find a negative, sorry, if you find an evergreen tree in Florida and you buck up that same variety in Jamaica, you can't differentiate between the two because they're of the same variety. They're of the same variety. Real talk. You may see a ripe banana in the States that look like a ripe banana in Jamaica. But you may see a cherry in the States that don't look like our cherry. Is the cherry or are the cherries of the same variety? No. But the ripe bananas will be of the same variety. So the point is, even though I'm looking at the infinity, math is the study of pattern. So what I don't want you to do is, when you're looking at the infinity, could be negative infinity or positive infinity. And if you were to start off from the right-hand side with 10, when you're looking from the left-hand side, don't start with negative 5. Because it is always good that you're comparing similar stuff. So if you're comparing negative 10, look, do it with positive 10. If you're comparing positive 100, do it with negative 100. So you can have a good idea as to what is happening. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
All
So
right.
you're basically saying having consistency. So if you have 10 over the right, we don't have to change it and go use 8 or any other number.
Excellent,
Okay.
excellent, excellent. Because what it is that you're doing now is you know how 10 is operating from the right-hand side. You are now trying to investigate how 10 is operating from the left-hand side. Because if you use 10 on the right-hand side and then use 5 on the left-hand side, you really don't have anything to compare because there's two different things, really. You don't know how 5 operates or runs on the right-hand side because they're different number you choose. Making sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But if I may ask a question, sir.
Go ahead.
Say because we started with the right-hand side, say we started with 10, then 100. Could we have gone to 500 instead of 1,000? As long as that matches what is on the left-hand side.
You could.
So after 1,000, we could have gone to 5,000 instead of 10,000.
Yeah, man, you could. But you see, but for me, go ahead.
That's kind of confusing me, no? So you're saying that we can just put any number long it's on the
No. You see, that's what's wrong with you, students. You know, I give you I give you something, and then after that, now you start to generalize. Jamaican man worthless. I know why I say Jamaican man worthless, because you may not have a good relationship with your father. And because you don't have a good relationship with your father, you just said the whole of the Jamaican man them worthless. And then somebody in the class may say, no, I disagree. Why do you disagree? But my father is still in my life, and I have a very good relationship with my father. And then kill you dead. Every Jamaican man worthless. Yeah.
Sir, my father died, and that's a very touchy subject. So can you move to a different subject?
All right, I apologize for that one. But you get the point.
Okay.
You get the point I'm making, though, that you can't just generalize.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
because I'm looking specifically on one thing, you can't just generalize and say, okay, sir, all the time it's going to work like that. No. So you have to look at it. So the point I'm making, who was that? Who just asked a question before you, Logan?
Stuart.
Okay,
I think it's
Tajay,
Stuart.
right. So Tajay, so if you're looking at the you said after 1,000 you want to move to 5,000, it's not a problem. You can move to 5,000. But what I wouldn't do necessarily, though, Tajay, is to move to 100,000, because I want to see how the changes are being made gradually. So which is why I said to you, yes, man, you can move to 5,000, because I moved to 10,000, but 5,000 is a little closer to the 10,000. You see the point I'm making?
I do.
All right, good. All right. So I no longer have my calculator with me, so I'm going to depend on you.
Wait, sir, to generalize what you had just said, no, well, not generalize, but to wrap up what you just said, are you saying that once it's in a gradual progression, meaning if it's like to the power of 5 or something to that extent, it's okay?
Yeah, right. So what I'm saying is, I don't want, when you're doing investigations, I don't want you to move to 10, then you go to 100,000, and then you come down to 20, and then you go up to 500,000, and then you come down to 1 million. Is what I'm saying? Do it progressively. Have some sort of sequence of what it is that you're doing. Always remember, mathematics is a study of patterns. Remember, and matter of fact, let me go back to what I'm talking about here. Remember, at the start of the question, we looked at the limit of the function as the limit approaches 2, and we recognized it was 3.22, then 3.020, then 3.0020. You're seeing some pattern, don't you?
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Right. Are you seeing some patterns on the right-hand side as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Somebody's on TikTok. Somebody's on TikTok. Somebody's on TikTok. Somebody's on TikTok. You can't be on TikTok while in class. You can miss the concepts. So you have to focus, please. Come on. Tunnel vision. So what I want you to do for me now, I want you to evaluate for me when x is 10, so you're going to have 10 divided by 10 minus 5. What answer is that?
1.05.
Really?
Wait, this side you're on.
10
right
divided by 10
Negative
divided
1,
by.
sir.
Well, I'm doing the calculation in my head and I'm not getting that.
Sir, what
and
you
it's a
say?
Friday evening.
Sir, what a
What I
question,
said?
sir.
The
What is-
question.
I am now substituting the value of 10 into my function. So 10 divided by 10 minus 5. Look at the function.
Negative 1, sir.
Two, sir.
No, the answer has to be 2.
On the right.
2, sir. 2.
Yeah, the answer has to be 2.
Sorry, I'm thinking about 100 divided by 105. Sorry.
Okay, let's move to the next. 100 divided by 100 minus 5.
That would be 1.05.
Everybody agrees?
The
Yes,
thing is
sir.
that I did the
Agree.
answer, but I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Right now. Yes, sir.
Can somebody give me the answer, please?
For 100 divided by 100 minus 5 is 1.05.
1.05.
Yeah.
1.052 if you want to.
1.05. 1.052.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to go to the full.
Okay. Evaluate for me 1,000 divided by 1,000 minus 5.
That would be 1.005.
0.
10,000 divided by 10,000 minus 5.
That's going to be 1.0005.
All agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This limit approaches what number?
1, sir.
Very good. Numero uno. Very good. Very good. So from this left-hand
Sorry.
side, so you recognize.
Go
So
back.
you recognize.
Can you go back again, sir? What about the 2?
I think it's because of the sequence or the focus at what is closer, how many is closer to one object.
Okay,
Something like
all right.
that. Yeah.
Understand.
Right. So remember now, the first one, even though we think that the first one is close, the first one is really not close.
Yes, sir.
So we're trying to get closer. So we're investigating what is happening. So every time we do our investigation, we're trying to go closer than before. And we're trying to go closer than before. And we're trying to go closer. And we're trying to go closer. So every time we're doing, we're trying to inch up a little bit closer so we can find what it is our answer is. Eh? So you agree that it's tending to 1. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let us see, Badu. Go ahead, please. Rita?
Repeat, sir?
Oh, no, I was just agreeing, sir.
Okay. So let's go. So -10 divided by -10 minus 5. What's that answer?
0.6.
0.6666.
We just put 0.6.
What is -100 divided by -100 minus 5?
0.95.
What is -1,000 divided by -1,000 minus 5?
0.995.
And what is -10,000 divided by -10,000 minus 5?
0.9995. 3
Everybody
nines
agree?
and a 5.
Everybody agree with that? Agrees with that?
Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
is
sir.
that limit tending to?
Yes, sir.
1.
1.
1.
Yeah, so it's a good relation.
So therefore, since the limit as x tends to infinity of the function x over x minus 5 is equals to 1 from the left-hand side and the right-hand side, then, comma, then the limit exists and it's equals to 1. So I'm saying to you,
Sir, a quick question. It doesn't matter how you phrase it.
it doesn't matter, but you just need to write the statement.
Okay.
You just need to write the
So
statement.
is this statement is good? A good behavior since the limit approach 1 from left and right?
Yeah, but you have to
I
tell me that
need more.
you have to tell me that the limit is equals. You have to tell me that the limit equals the left-hand side equals the right-hand side. So I have to know, you have to right. So it's of a good behavior. It is only of a good behavior when the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Is that clear? Everybody understands that? Does it need more explanation?
That's
what
clear
are
for me.
It's clear
So
for
we
you.
need more questions with that, with the infinity, so we
Okay.
can get more grasp with it.
Yeah, but remember, it's the first one I did right here now. So I will give you some more questions, yeah. But I just want to make sure that this particular piece here, that you are understanding what is happening.
Yes, sir. Just my biggest problem is to imagine numbers.
Sir, so would it matter which number we use or which sequence?
Excellent
Yeah, that's
question.
my problem. So if I want to use 20 on the right side, I'll just continue the sequence on that, and then -20 and then continue the sequence. Will that be a problem?
No, it won't.
Or
Just be consistent with the numbers that you're using, and don't just have some pattern to it. Don't jump from -10 and then go -50, and then it jump from -50 to -3000. Have some sequence, some patterns to it, because what it is that you'll be doing is to see the sequence and to see what is really happening with the question. So you don't have, somebody may say, but sir, how do I know that I'm supposed to start at -10 and +10? You won't know. You are doing the question and you are looking to see you're investigating, as a matter of fact, what is happening. And that investigation will tell you whether or not the limit is of a good behavior, because it's behaving nicely from the right-hand side as well as it behaving from the left-hand side. Follow me?
Consistency, can I just continue in -10 and 10?
It depends, because a function that you get -10 and 10 may not work. When I say may not work, because
how would you evaluate the number to use then?
And as we do more of these questions, you'll decipher what values to use.
Okay,
because
sir.
if you use -1 for argument's sake in this, -1 over -1 minus 5, that would be -1 over -6. So it may take a longer time. The point is, it may take a longer time for you to go to something that converges. You remember I'm saying to you, when somebody gets abducted for argument's sake, and you're trying to find
person kidnapped.
Right. I wouldn't call the police from Portmore, because by the time police from Portmore gets to New Kingston, the perpetrators would have been up Stony Hill already, or in Portland, or even Harborview at worst. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So use. Go ahead.
The number that won't leave a remainder.
The number won't leave a remainder?
Oh, I mean, like to -5, like I put 10 minus 5.
As long as it don't leave a remainder when you
No,
divide.
but what if it it doesn't matter if it leaves a remainder. If it leaves a remainder, that's fine. It can leave a remainder, you know. It doesn't matter if it leaves a remainder. It can leave a remainder, man. You're fine if it leaves a remainder.
So many more questions on this.
Yeah, but you see, don't worry about that. What I want you to worry about is what I want you to do is just understand what is happening here. If you understand what is happening here, I promise you, the other questions that I'll give you, you'll also understand it. Don't jump to see that, boy, I want more questions to see what it looks like. Try and understand what it is that you're doing here first. And I guarantee you, if you understand what I'm doing here first, the other questions that I'll give to you, you can transfer that knowledge and answer the other questions. I can give you a million questions and you're still not making a connection with those questions. And then when I give you another question, you still don't know what to do. But if you look at one question and understand what it is that I'm asking you to do, you should be able to transfer that knowledge. Remember, I'm not teaching you. I'm not teaching towards an examiner. I don't know what the question is going to be. But when I teach you the topics and teach the course, whatever question the council gives or whatever the questions UTEC gives or UWI gives, you should be able to answer it, because I would have taught you conceptually by giving you the questions and how to work, how to attack the questions. One quick example for me, somebody may say, I have never cooked any other meat other than chicken. I know how to cut the chicken, I know how to season the chicken, I know how to cook chicken. But if somebody says to you, hey, here's a piece of whatever it is, go and prepare it. You may not have done it before, but the mere fact that you know how to cook chicken and you know how to season your meat, chances are you can season the beef. Chances are you can season the oxtail. And chances are you will cook it. And you know the basics of cooking, so it will come out. It's the same thing that we're doing in maths. We're going to take it a step at a time. We're not jumping the gun to get a million questions, but how I want to see it look like. Understand conceptually from stage by stage. When you get to the question on your own, you should be fine. I promise you, you will be fine. All right. I'm going to end here. But before I do, I want to get some feedback. How are you feeling? How was tonight's class? Is it something that is heavier than what we did in the first class? I need to hear, could I come off a little bit more clearer? Talk to me. Let me know what it is. Don't feel afraid to tell me, to critically analyze how I presented the lesson, because it can only help me to help you the next time around when I'm presenting. So talk to me in 2 minutes. I'm giving you 2 minutes to do this.
Okay, sir. One second. Let me go ahead first. Firstly, I'm going to preface this that I'm going to be transparent, but I'm ensuring that I'm coming from a place of respect. So for me, sir, I have confidence in your knowledge of the subject. However, sometimes you lose me when you go off on the non-subject related explanations. So there are times when I will catch the concept, but because you're discussing airplanes or evergreen trees, I get lost again. So if we could stick a little tighter to the central topic, that would help me to maintain my concentration and understand it a little bit more. But otherwise, from that, I have no other issues.
Okay, great, no problem. Somebody else? I'll
Sir,
come
I
back
don't
to you.
because I'm tough-headed, but when you branch off, those explanations actually help me to understand. I think I understood before, but they are like, it's like you're breaking it down for a child. So it
Well, what it
helps
is that I
me.
what is it that I do when I give you those examples is to link the mathematics to the real world. And I find that when I can link the math to the real world, because you are living in the real world and you can understand the real world, then you'll understand that what I'm teaching is not outside of the real world, and you can make connections. Because the example that we spoke about, the airplane, is that we never normally go and check to see if the pilot has a pilot license. True or false?
True, sir.
Yeah.
True, sir.
So I'm just saying, trust the process. So who was that again? Richards, was it you to say that you get lost when we go off on that?
Yes, sir, because I'm trying to understand the concept, but then you're talking
fair
about
enough.
pilot license and yeah.
Fair enough. But I'm gonna say to you, Richards, that is my teaching style. My teaching style is to link the concepts with the real world so that it can give you a better understanding. So as you are now integrating with a new teacher and each teacher has their own style of teaching. This is my style, where I link the real world, because guess what? When I'm teaching you a concept, and you can remember, oh, but sir spoke about, oh yeah, this is a reason for doing this. The evergreen is a consistency. Wherever you go, what to do on the left-hand side is what you're going to do on the right-hand side. So I'm linking the stuff in order for you to make connections with the real world and to understand the mathematics a little better. So over time, I will come back to you, Richards, and ask how it is working, but it's something that you have to work with. All right, Papa?
Noted, sir. Thank you.
All right, cool. Anybody else? I'll take 2 more.
Sir?
Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Oh, well.
Yeah, go ahead, Rayton. I'll go after you.
Okay. I
Mr.
was
Sir, we just
so
send you a message in the chat if we can speak to you after class.
Okay, Adrian. Yeah, no problem. Go ahead, Rayton.
Oh, sorry, I was just wanted to say that I agree with Taim in terms of your integration of real world examples into lessons. Because outside of that, it's just numbers on papers for me, and I'm really not a numbers person. So when you say that when you ask the question, even last class, about if someone lived on an avenue and how they would get to their house, that kind of really even drilled home the whole
Brought it
numbering
up
thing to
closer
me.
to you. Right.
Right, it did.
And stick up in right there. Stick up in right there. So even that example that we use, where you live, if you go from one end to your house, it means that you may be coming from the right-hand side. And if you go from the other end to your house, you're coming from the left-hand side. True or false?
Yes, sir, that's true.
Right. But where are you going to end up eventually?
At your house.
Which is the point. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the concept of things. But continue, sir.
But
I'm
I
coming. Let me
think
return. No, I'm coming. Logan, hold on. Hold
Oh
on.
no,
Return.
I was finished, sir.
Okay, finish. Okay. Go ahead now, Logan.
I'm just saying that out of many people learn in a different way, so you can see his point of view and your point of view might be different. So I think
man,
that might be.
No, man, he's fine. Yeah, man, he's fine.
Yeah.
There's no love lost. There's no
Because
love
the
lost
thing is that I learn way different than some people. For example, like these shortcut answers, I won't understand. But if I break it down now and see it, I can able to fully understand the concept. Or like when you tell me about example playing environment, I can visualize it. But not everybody works that way. So I think it can be a bit
understand.
flexible in various ways.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you though, I'm saying to you, what if I were African and I had an African accent? How would you manage? What would you have to do?
Well, I found a classmate that can understand him and we both help each other.
Which is the point. Which is the point. So I'm saying to you, whereas I understand where Richard is coming from,
yes.
Another lecturer may just go and say, do this, do that, and you get the answer. This lecturer not going to do that. This lecture is going to cause you to think on your own, even though I may sit here and know the answer. But if I come and I give you the answer, it means that I'm not allowing you to use up your brain cells.
Yes, sir.
And I will come and I will do that. So so I'm saying to you again, Richie, just over time you'll get it. And I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to give you about 2 weeks, and then I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to see if it's
and I
making
can
a difference.
ask the classmates as well for help.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right.
So
I
we're
don't
here
want
to
to
help
extend
each
this.
other.
Yeah, man. And I like what is happening. Go ahead, Christian. You have a question, my love?
I realize that with your structure of your classes, you have 2 styles. So now you have 2 classes for the week. I realized that the first class, well, based on what we did so far, was more of a lecture style versus this is a tutorial style. I realized that for the lecture classes, I'm completely lost. I'm a type of person, I have to be doing it to understand. So I think for me, what I've done so far is doing your lecture classes, I'm completely lost. So check up on me occasionally, but I'm lost throughout it.
No problem.
So I have to then, after the lecture, read again on my own and then prepare myself for the tutorial. So when you break it down and go through it, because that's when I'll truly understand what was going on.
Okay, no problem. So tonight's class was better for you then?
Way better.
Okay, no problem. All right, guys. I hear people logging off, so I'm gonna end just now. If there's anything burning that you want to talk to me, you can just raise your hand quickly, and I'll take maybe that one, or if there's more, I'll take another one. But if not,
don't
say it again.
Don't
Okay, Adrian. Yes. Okay, Adrian. You want to talk to me afterwards, Adrian? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, no problem. So we'll just wait until everybody goes, and then
it's not a secret still, sir. It's just that you remember last semester you taught me, right?
Yeah.
I found it much easier than this.
Okay.
That's me kind of in and out, I'm still there, I work same way. But last week, we don't know if because we kind of double up. And it's the same thing now, we are teach again, but it kind of in a different way. I guess because we have more time. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Ryan,
Got you.
is either we have more time or what go?
I get you. What I want you to do though is you will have to, and the rest of you here, because I know it's an evening program and some of you are teaching. One of the things that I'm going to say to you, for those of you who are working, you must create that balance. You have to find that balance. I know some of you are doing like the night shift, and at times you'll have to be away from the system. But in a situation like that, I'm going to ask that you double check on your stuff. As soon as the recordings come to me, I will upload. So this weekend now I'm going to upload
the Tuesdays and tonight's session, I'm gonna ask that you go through, make your own notes, whatsoever that you're not understanding when you come to class. Friday is a little bit more flexible because I'm sure you don't have a class after this. And on Tuesday now, when we meet at 5 o'clock, both of us are running because I have another class, so do you. So it is important that you go through as much as possible. One of the things you can't do is allow the work to back up. Because if you don't review what was done this weekend, come next week, you're going to have problems. Because I'm going to be building on what it is that I did this week, come next week, God's willing. So you have to make sure that you're keeping up with me, or else, I said to you for first class, if you allow the course to run away from you by one lecture, you are going to stay lost for the remainder of the semester. You can't afford to do that. Can't afford to do that.
So is
All right?
it that bad one class?
Say it again.
I'm asking if it is that bad. I mean, I missed one class and I'm lost for the remainder of semester.
Because what it is that I do, I am building progressively. So what it is that I did tonight, come next week, you will hear me talk about things like piecewise function. And piecewise function is when it speaks specifically about going to the left is negative, going to the right is positive. And all that we did on Tuesday of this week and tonight's class will be used together in order to learn a new topic called piecewise. So if you missed tonight's class,
I understand.
you see what I'm saying? Yeah, so if you missed tonight,
Yes.
if somebody had missed tonight's class and don't do the recording, when I move to piecewise come next week, no, you're lost. Totally.
So that means you have to ensure that they send out the recordings early enough
Yeah, man,
in case I miss class, I can review it.
yeah, man. And as I said to you before, don't sit and wait on the recordings. I have many Calculus 1 recordings in the YouTube channel. Go through those recordings. None of you should say, sorry, you didn't send a recording. I have multiple recordings on limits in the YouTube channel. Multiple. Go through. So nobody should say, sir, I don't see the recording. You have many recordings to go through. Many recordings. Trust me on that. Many recordings to go through.
All right, sir.
On the same topic.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. All the best, guys. Have a good weekend.
Sir,
Same to
one
you,
more
sir.
thing.
Go ahead.
I heard your reference class on Tuesday. But I don't know if it's the wrong link I get, but when I saw calculus one show up, I clicked the link, but no, there was no class.
No, man, we had class on Tuesday, man. I got a message from you know who, and I didn't see you, so I was wondering what was happening. So I'm
But
happy that you're
I
here.
saw two. Yes, sir. Because I saw two different links sent, and both of them were just empty classes.
Now, I don't know which
So I'm
one.
not
I
sure
don't
what
know.
happened.
Are you part of the WhatsApp group? It's very good when
Yes.
you're part of this WhatsApp
Yes,
group?
I am now. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Okay, good. So what needs to happen then is if you're not seeing the link, just shout out somebody in the WhatsApp group. Somebody will go and likely help you out here. But yeah, man, we had class. I don't know what link you were using, but it worked
Oh,
for us.
okay,
We had
sir. All right.
23 students. Come on. All right. Anything else? If not, have a good one.
All right, sir. Thanks.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye, my dear. Stop share and end.